Good day everyone, I am going to discuss forensic ballistic. First, I am going to tackle the origin of the word ballistic. Ballistic was derived from two Greek words, balu and balien, which literally means to throw or ibato. Roman war machine called ballista, a gigantic catapult that was used to hurl missiles or large objects. So, what is ballistic? Ballistic is the science of the motion of the projectile and the condition that affects their motion. So, ito ang pag-aaral kapag sinabing motion, we are referring sa galaw ng projectile. Kapag sinabing projectile, we are referring sa bala. Projectile, it can be a bullet and or a missile and etc. Sa ballistic, pinag-aaralan natin ang galaw sa firearms. Maaaring bullet, missiles, at kung ano ang mga nakakaapekto sa galaw ng bala. So, what is forensic ballistic? Forensic ballistic is the study of the motion of projectile as applied law. Pinag-aaralan na ang galaw ng bala at ina-apply na sa batas. Ang forensic ballistic, ito yung kinikilala na ang firearm. Paano natin siya makikilala? Kinikilala ito gamit ang kanyang bala or ammunition na kanyang ipinatok. A forensic ballistic is a science of firearm identification by the ammunition fired through them. So, next, there are three types of motion, which is direct, rotatory, and translational. Pag sinabing direct motion, the forward motion of the bullet, ibig sabihin po niyan, ang bullet daw po ay diretso pag binaril mo. Diretso yung bala. Pag sinabing naman pong rotatory, pag binaril mo ang isang bala, ito ay umiikot. Action of bullet passing through a rifle bore barrel firearm. So, last is translational. Pag sinabi pong translational, the action of bullet once it hits the target and subsequently ricochet. Ibig sabihin po ng translational, once na tumama ang bala sa target, ito ay tinatawag na translational. Ano nga ba ang ricochet? Kapag sinabing ricochet, ito na yung bala na kung saan nadaplisan or nagasgasan or nasira na yung bala. Next is branches of ballistic. There are 4 branches of ballistic. Ano yung 4 na branches ng ballistic? Meron tayong internal, external, and transition, terminal ballistic. So, sa internal, it is the motion of projectile while it is still inside the firearm. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, ang internal, pinag-aaralan natin lahat ng sa loob ng isang barel. Ang tawag po doon ay internal ballistic. Pero once na lumabas na ang bala sa loob ng baril, dito na papasok si external ballistic. It is the movement of projectile after leaving the muzzle. Ibig sabihin, nakalabas na ang bala sa loob ng baril. Next is transition ballistic. It is the study of the projectile behavior when it leaves the barrel and the pressure behind the projectile is equalized. Next is the terminal ballistic. It deals with the effect of the impact of projectile on the target. Kapag ang isang bala ay tumama na sa kalaban or sa target, ito ay papasok na sa terminal ballistic. Next is, i-explain ko ang internal ballistic. First, we have firing pin hitting the primer. Ibig sabihin, tinamaan ni firing pin ang primer. Ano nga ba yung primer? Ito yung lalim ng isang bullet at kapag ito napalo or na-hit ng firing pin, nagkakaroon po ito ng ignition of the priming mixture, and next, combustion of gunpowder. Nagkakaroon ng combustion ng isang bullet, kaya ito nag-i-ignite or nagkakaroon ng init. Next is expansion heated gas. Kapag nagkakaroon na ng expansion sa loob ng bala, ito ay parang gustong kumawala. Kapag nagkaroon na ng expansion, doon na papasok ang pressure develop. Pressure kung saan itutulak na si bullet papalabas. Diyan na papasok si energy generated. Energy generated, then the recoil of gun. Once na bumaril ka, nagkakaroon po ito ng recoil. Ano nga ba ang recoil? Recoil is ang pag-bouncing back ng isang barrel. Ibig sabihin, na kapag tumira ka, bumabalik paatras. Velocity of bullet while inside the barrel. Ano nga ba yung velocity? Pag sinabing velocity, that is what we call speed or bilis ng isang bala papalabas ng isang barrel. Next is the rotation of the bullet. So we have three motion, which is the direct motion, rotatory motion, translational motion. Next is the engraving of cylindrical surface of the bullet. Ibig sabihin, kapag na lumabas na ang bala, nagkakaroon na ito ng ignition. Magkakaroon na ito ng marka o guhit mismo doon sa basyo. Next is the external ballistic. Pag sinabing muzzle blast, it is the noise created at the muzzle point. Naglalabas ng tunog o ingay pag ito ay ipinutok. Second is muzzle energy. Energy generated at the muzzle point. Ibig sabihin, ang bala daw ay nagkakaroon ng enerhiya kaya ito lumalabas. Next is trajectory. Trajectory, it is the actual curve path of the projectile from the time it leaves the muzzle and hits the target. Ito na ang pinakahangganan ng bala. For example, bumaril ako dito hanggang sa labas ng bahay namin. Ibig sabihin, kung saan lang ang hangganan ng bala ko, bababa ng kusa. Bakit? Kasi meron iyang gravity. Ibig sabihin, bumibigat din siya kapag ito ay lumalayo at once na bumaba na siya or pababa na, ang tawag na doon ay trajectory. Next is the range. Range is the straight distance between the muzzle point and the target. So, ang range is ang distansya between muzzle point at sa kanyang target. We have accurate range. Accurate range is the distance within the shooter has control of his shots, meaning he can place his shots at the desired spots. And next is the maximum range, the farthest distance that a projectile can propel from a firearm. And number 5 is the velocity, rate of speed of the bullet per unit of time. Number 6 is the air resistance. Recount resistance encountered by the bullet while in flight. So, ang air resistance is ito yung na-encounter ng bullet pag may hangin. So, pag may hangin, pag tumira ka, hindi mo talaga siya masasapol yung target mo kasi dahil sa air resistance. Next is pull of gravity. Downward reaction of the bullet while in flight. Last is the penetration depth of entry on the target. Penetration is kung gaano siya kalalim yung naging tama mo sa target. So, forensic ballistic determines which type of gun uses by the criminal. Sa forensic ballistic, malalaman natin kung ano ang uri ng barel ang ginamit ng isang kriminal. If it is a pistol, shotgun, rifle. Kasi, ini-examine ito ng isang forensic ballistic whether the gun is associated with any crime. Malalaman nila yung barrel is nagamit na sa iba pang krimen noon. At the amount of damage of bullet can inflict. And also, estimate the position of shooter by analyzing the bullet marks. Next is from which angle the gun was fired. And next, when the gun was fired, malalaman nila kung kailan ipinutok yung barrel. And the type of impact made by the bullet. At malalaman nila kung gaano kalakas yung impact na tumama. And to reveal the shooter's identity. Sa forensic ballistic, malalaman natin yung identity ng shooter. Comparison of different firearms, bullets, and cartridge cases. At malalaman natin ang mga iba't ibang klase ng firearm, bullets, at cartridge cases. Kasi ini-examine ito ng isang forensic ballistic or forensic ballistic examiner.